Hello to all of you. This is Ranjeeta Ghai, founder RNTalks, and we are here yet again with another RSVKA awardee, that is Kanupriya Sharma. Kanupriya is very passionate about teaching and speaking. So she is a person who loves to explore new things, talk to new people, make new contacts. And other than being a mentor, she is also a keynote speaker, international public speaking expert, and a IELTS expert, rather a trainer, I would say. She's had about 7 years of teaching experience, and she's also submitted her research papers. She's been winning a lot of international speaking championships. And now, without wasting much time, I would like to invite Kanupriya on our platform so that we all can have a little, थोड़ा रूबरू हो जाए थोड़ा. आज का मौसम भी अच्छा है, so let's enjoy some little talk over here with Kanupriya. So, good evening, Kanupriya, and first of all, congratulations on your RSVKA 2023 awardee. You're a Karmaveera and you're working on it with students and on so many issues. So, first of all, please accept my congratulations and
Thank you,
welcome to
ma'am.
the
Thank
show.
you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for providing me this wonderful opportunity. And I'm so honored to, receive this particular award. And if I talk about my introduction, ma'am has already given my introduction, so no need to elaborate more. But yes, I would like to tell a little bit about myself. As ma'am introduced, myself Kanupriya Sharma, and I am an IELTS trainer and international level public speaking trainer. On the other hand, I am also giving trainings to corporates and certain students, and I'm also giving some motivational talks to make people motivate around the world and around me to create positive vibes all around. So this is all about me. Thank you so much again, ma'am, for inviting me here and for providing me this opportunity.
My pleasure, Kanupriya. It's always lovely speaking to you, and it's always very refreshing too. So,
Thank you, ma'am.
since you are a motivator, you are a keynote speaker, so uh, I would like to know, like, what all, how do you go about it? How do you touch those lives individually as well as together at such? Like, because speakers have a way of touching lives, so and molding
Exactly.
them too. So that's
Yeah.
what.
Okay. So actually, this all happened due to certain reasons because, in life, there are so many roller coaster rides and we have to cross it. And then we are, here at point of time. So earlier, I was working as a computer teacher in renowned schools of Delhi. After that, when this Corona pandemic started, as I was also very fond of speaking and talking with other people, as I'm very extrovert type of people, I love talking and socializing. So that is why at that point of time, I was sitting at home and I thought to do something new. So at that point of time, I started working as a public speaking specialist. And on the other hand, I also got an opportunity to work for international students, which was such a wonderful exposure for me. And at that particular time, it took a u-turn for my life. So that is why at that point of time, I was interacting with international students and their parents on daily basis or on weekly basis. So I tried to understand the students that what are exactly their needs, why people are running behind learning public speaking skills or English speaking skills. Nowadays, whenever we talk with anyone, the basic necessity is learning speaking skills or communication skills everywhere. So the first and basic step as a teacher, what I used to do is try to understand the needs of the student. So that we can do by making them comfortable for 2 to 3 days, by listening them. And let me tell you, as a trainer, listening skills are very important if we want to be a good speaker. Listening and speaking both are related to each other. If we want to be a good speaker, if we want to be a good speaker, then we have to listen to others very carefully, that what they are saying, so that accordingly, innovatively, we can generate our answer and give it back to others. So that's what I'm doing. I'm listening their needs, that why they want to improve, and where they are lacking. And honestly, let me tell you, ma'am, I never use the word lacking, because I think this is a negative word, right? So some teachers usually say, or some people usually say, that where are you lacking, or parents also use this word, that my child is lacking. So I always tell parents, please do not use any negative word for your child. Always say that where he needs to improve. Already he's doing very well, but he needs to improve, he needs to polish. This is a term I'm using for my students, and this is something they are taking it positively, and they are applying, and they are very happy and listening to my each and every tips and trips which I'm giving them.
This is
Yes,
a very positive thing, thing that you've said over here. Instead of using the word lacking, like where are you lacking, you
yes,
can always speak, you can always say, where do you need to be polished? Like, which skill of yours do you need to polish more? Because then it becomes, instead of saying कि भाई तुम्हारे पास ये नहीं है, we are saying कि you possess this skill, but it
yes,
has to be polished, उसमें थोड़ा और shine चाहिए. So it is
yes.
a positive reinforcement. The same thing has been said, but this is in a positive way. And if we
Mhm.
say that you're lagging in something, or you don't have this, that means ये तुम्हारे पास है ही नहीं, आप
And
उसको
वही
डेफिसिट कर रहे हैं, सो दैट बिकम्स वेरी नेगेटिव, दैट्स अ नेगेटिव रेनफोर्समेंट. यू नो, कानुप्रिया, व्हेन वी वर डूइंग बीएड, हमको
yes, ma'am.
बहुत सारे मैंने लेसन प्लान्स हम बनाते थे, एंड उसमें पॉजिटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट्स के ऊपर स्पेसिफिकली हमारे को बताया जाता था नेगेटिव इन्फोर्समेंट्स
Mhm.
नहीं करनी है, पॉजिटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट्स करनी है. एवरीथिंग नेगेटिव हैज टू बी रीइंफोर्स्ड इन अ पॉजिटिव वे, बट समहाउ
Yeah.
those precious lesson plans are forgotten the moment a person takes up the job as a mentor. And वो
Yes, ma'am.
तुरंत जब उसको 200 बच्चे पढ़ाने पड़ते हैं, तो वो सीधे नेगेटिव हो जाती है कभी कभी. आई डोंट
Yes.
ब्लेम, प्रेशर है, काम का प्रेशर है, बच्चों का चीची चाचा है. बट इफ यू आर अ लिटिल पॉजिटिव, द चाइल्ड इज, आई थिंक, easier to handle than when you are
Yeah.
negative.
That's why we become the favorite of our students. Why out of 10 students, student choose only one teacher, that she is my favorite, or she is one my favorite, because they possess certain something different than others, right?
Yeah.
That is why they are their favorite teacher, or you can say the best teacher. So this is something every teacher is doing, or putting efforts for his or role. But the thing is, there is something, one thing that is different from others, that makes us different as a teacher, or you can say that their favorite teacher.
Yeah, and that is empathy actually,
Yes,
which a child
exactly.
wants. He's away from home, he
Yes,
wants empathy, नहीं मिलता, तो जो मिलता है वही उसको अच्छा लगता है, but naturally.
yes, yes,
So, when we are on this topic,
yes, ma'am.
you must have given so many lectures, right? Online
Yes, ma'am.
and offline, in schools, colleges, corporates.
Yes, ma'am.
Here is one question for you. Like, many people I know would love to get a chance to speak on stage. And
Yes,
even
ma'am.
as a mentor, I have seen, like, जब उनको चांस दिया जाता है, तो वो बच्चा भूल जाता है. Why I am talking at a child level is, अगर हमने जैसे मिसेस उषा वर्धन आई थी हमारे यहाँ, उन्होंने
Yes,
ये
ma'am.
कहा था कि बच्चे का बचपन सुधार दो तो उसका बचपन सुधर जाता है,
Yes,
राइट?
very good thing.
बट
Yes,
उसी
ma'am.
चीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए, आई एम आस्किंग फॉर द किड्स लेवल, बिकॉज इफ वी कैन sort out this thing for the children, I'm sure they will never face this when they're adult. And we'll come to the adult section also. So,
Yes, ma'am.
for kids, like as a mentor, I've seen stage पे डालते साथ ही लाइन भूल गई, सुर गलत हो गया, पसीना आने लगा, हाथ कांपने लगता है, आवाज ट्रेमर करती है, the child becomes very nervous, and वो
No.
panic attack जैसे होता है ना, anxiety attacks आते हैं उसको. सो एंड कई बच्चे तो रो भी पड़ते हैं, डर के मारे
Yes,
रो भी पड़ते हैं, बिकॉज इतनी बड़ी ऑडियंस है सामने और सडनली आप सन्नाटा. और
blank.
बट
Yes,
एक्चुअली
exactly.
वो लोग हंसते हैं और सामने वाले की ऑब्वियसली मजाक उड़ जाता है, एंड देन हिज माने पुअर थिंग, ही रियली सफर्स. सो
Yes.
how do you tackle this kind of a situation? How do you instill the confidence? And how would you, as a motivational speaker, as a trainer, as a coach, what would you advise them to do to face that stage fear?
Yes, exactly. So first of all, ma'am, very initial thing is nowadays what the scenario is, you know, parents are not putting their kids on the stage at the initial step. Okay, so first of all, they are focusing on you can say that studies or some other things, and I will not say that all the parents, but some of them are not focusing on this particular skill, which is a skill, while being on stage or interacting with others, or you can say that speaking in front of 100 or 1,000 of people. It's a skill, obviously. That's why we call it as a public speaking skills. So for that, parents should definitely take care of this thing, that nowadays to be perfect in public speaking skills, and if they don't want that their child to get frightened in front of students, or you can say that audience, definitely they should take care that their child should learn all these skills, which is called as public speaking skills. And for that they need a mentor who should understand them, that why they are lacking, or you can say that what are the skills they need to learn. And that's what I want to say here is, in public speaking skill there is a one term, we call it as thought structure and critical thinking. Your thought structure and critical thinking should be so innovative and so, you can say that interactive, that immediately if someone is asking you to speak on particular topic, you can go ahead and speak without thinking even for a single minute. Let's say for an example, if two students are there, one student is doing, immediately he is responding. On the other hand, one is not able to. Why so? Because he's lacking in thought structure and critical thinking, which is very important to learn, and that can be learned with the help of a mentor only, right? Because the importance of mentor is very important. So that is why, and if I'm saying that if someone is going on the stage and not able to speak, for that the first initial step they should take is just go on the stage, right? Relax, take a deep breath, and try to understand the audience. Don't directly go on the stage and just start speaking, hello everyone, my name is this and today I'm going to talk about this. No, no, not at all. You don't need to do this thing. If you want to be comfortable on the stage, go on the stage, just take a normal walk, look at the audience, each and everyone. Even if you're nervous, definitely I'm going to tell you this is going to give you a time in which you can relax yourself and be more confident. Even one or two persons out of the audience are going to give you smile, definitely you are going to get motivation. And I'm assuring you, definitely you'll not feel underconfident, or you'll not feel any collie wobbles in your stomach or something like that. So this is something that you can do by going on the stage and learn critical thinking and improve your thought structure, for sure. So this can definitely help them for students.
And ma'am, like now, say this batch of students have gone through it, okay, and they are confident, but there are many others who never got the chance और अब वो job interviews के लिए जा रहे हैं. So do you really think that this would affect their performance if you don't know public speaking, or if you don't know how to speak on a larger platform, or if you have stage fear? So do you think, as an expert, like, will this hamper their, like, as a, when they go in for an interview, or if they are going to take corporate lectures, or if they are into a company and they have to address somebody, or even when they are getting a prize or they have to speak for themselves or get votes for that example. छोटा सा है
Yes.
जैसे vote for the white presidentship and whatever like this. So do you think it's going to affect on a larger scale over there when they are grown ups and they don't know how to speak?
Exactly, ma'am. Reason behind this is, again, I would say that we all are working on one phase of our life, right? We are not working on ourselves overall, right? So if you are working at your skills, like if you're working in any office, you're a software developer or something else, a data analyst, you are working on those skills, you are best, you are working at the manager post. And on the other hand, when it comes to deliver a lecture or speech in front of others, yes, you can introduce yourself, but not up to that mark. We can say that expectations are not able to meet expectations. So how you can do that? First of all, ma'am, they have to understand, as you asked me one question about interviews. Everyone knows about that they have to go for interview. The very basic step everyone is asking, either it's for the manager position or for any other position, everyone is asking, introduce yourself, right? So the first and most important thing is, when you are introducing yourself, it's not about your name, what's your qualification and something like that. They already have your resume in their hand, and they do not need to understand your name and all these things again. They just want to know that how well you can represent yourself, how innovatively you can introduce yourself. So try to put something representative, you can say, that so innovative thing that you can make yourself different from others, right? This thing you have to do. And about interviews, there are different type of interviews, like you can say that stress interview, group interview, panel interview, or some other type of interviews. It's not only one interview where you are going, because you have not done research about that. You're not aware that what's happening in front of you, what interviewer is asking from you. So that's why you get confused, and even at the managerial position you get rejected. So why this is happening? Because you're not having research about the type of interviews, how to handle the stress. Sometimes we are taking it on our ego, right? That the interviewer was so rude, right? He should not be like this. But we are not understanding that what was the idea behind that. The idea behind that was, they are just checking your stress management skills, that how you can handle the pressure, and how you can handle your team if something happens like this. They may give you any situation based scenario, and they can ask you to that, how would you handle that? So if you're not able to represent yourself well in that situation, so how would you do further? So that's why all these things are happening, but we are not having knowledge and research about those things. So that's why we are not able to perform well.
Very true. I absolutely agree with you because I have been into so many interviews and पूरा resume हाथ में होने के बाद भी the first thing I am asked basically is not about what I was working or anything, but I am asked to tell about myself.
Yes.
And very correctly said, मेरे पूरे डोजियर उनके सामने है, तो जो वहां
Yes.
लिखा है वो उनको वो नहीं चाहिए, उनको कुछ
Yes.
और चाहिए। ये तो रट के मैं आ सकती हूँ, कोई भी रट लेगा, बट व्हाट दे वांट टू नो इज हाउ वेल इज माय कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स एंड हु एम आई। वहां पे
Yes.
आई थिंक कनिप्रिया एक चीज और होती है कि कई बार हमसे क्वेश्चंस ऐसे पूछे जाते हैं कि लाइक यू नो व्हाट इज द वर्स्ट क्वालिटी अबाउट यू,
Yes.
ऐसा
So, ma'am,
क्वेश्चन
we
भी
call it
पूछा
as
जाता है।
your
So you,
weakness or strength. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
weakness or
Yeah.
strength. So definitely speak about your strength, but I would advise यहीं पे इसी platform पे now people to never ever state your weakness.
Weakness.
अपने आप
Yes.
को कभी डाउन प्ले नहीं करना है, बिकॉज सीधी बात
Yes.
है जो इंटरव्यूअर देख रहा है और सुन रहा है, इफ यू डाउन प्ले योरसेल्फ तो तुम कंपनी को क्या खाक ऊपर लेके जाओगे। सो
Yes, exactly.
जो तुम अपनी वीकनेस बताते हो ना वो भी तुम्हारी स्ट्रेंथ ही होनी चाहिए।
होनी चाहिए, yes, it should be
वो भी
correlated, yes ma'am.
कोरिलेटेड, योर स्ट्रेंथ शुड बी रिलेटेड टू योर वीकनेस, एंड उसको इस तरीके से पॉजिटिव रीइंफोर्समेंट के साथ बोलना है कि
Mhm.
सामने वाला जब तुम्हारी वीकनेस के बारे में सुनेगा तो उसके मुंह से ये निकले, भाई ये तो स्ट्रेंथ है,
Yes,
this is not a
exactly.
weakness. So your weakness should
Yes.
not be your weakness, it should be another strength of yours, ताकि सामने
Mhm.
वाला ये बोल पड़े कि भैया ये तो स्ट्रेंथ है, ये तुम्हारी वीकनेस कैसे हो गई। तो फिर उसको ये
Yes.
लगना चाहिए कि भैया ये अगर इसकी वीकनेस ही इसकी स्ट्रेंथ है और इसकी स्ट्रेंथ ये है, तो ये हमारे लिए
Yes.
कितना बड़ा एसेट होगा। नाउ दीज थिंग्स
Yes.
कैन ओनली बी लर्न थ्रू पॉजिटिव reinforcement, which Kanupriya is telling you all about, as well as
Mhm.
the skill to speak. It's a very learnable act, it's a learnable
Yes.
skill। आप लोग बस आईने के
Yes.
सामने खड़े होइए, रोज किताब पढ़िए, चाहे न्यूज़पेपर पढ़िए, एंड कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ पढ़िए लाइक अ न्यूज़ रीडर। आई थिंक अनुप्रिया काफी लोग बोल पाएंगे, बट हाँ, स्टेज के ऊपर जो गुड़गुड़ाहट होती है ना पेट में बटरफ्लाइज की, दैट इज अ लिटिल
Yes.
डिफिकल्ट फॉर, बट आई थिंक यू हैव ऑलरेडी सॉर्टेड आउट दैट प्रॉब्लम फॉर देम।
Yes.
Now, यहाँ से I would like to go because you are also a woman, I am also a woman, right? So,
Yes.
and you have been working in with corporates and everything. So, तुम्हारे को क्या लगता है आज की हिंदुस्तानी नारी या an Indian woman, are we
Mhm.
at par with the woman globally, or do we still need to work for it? And जो इतना women empowerment बोलते हैं, does the woman
Mhm.
need to be empowered, or she's already empowered and she's not utilizing it?
Mhm. Actually, I can say that it's halfway. Yes, still some things, some of the things are need to be improved. But yes, we as a women are doing really well uh, at our own places. And as a women, I can say that we have to be very strong. Either you are working women, either you are a housewife, no need to worry about. If you're a housewife, then only you are doing your own roles and responsibilities, and on the other hand, if you're a working woman and simultaneously you are managing your home as well, so that's a, I can say that salute to you. That's again for me, even I am doing the same. I'm working, I'm managing my kid, I'm managing my family, each and everything. And I'm keeping myself strong and motivated all the time. And this all happens through certain inspirations I would like to give here. Like nowadays, we can say that CEOs of every organization, most of the time, women's are becoming CEOs. So that's a, very respectable, you can say that gesture for all of us. And I really want to say to each and every woman that please do not underestimate yourself. Always motivate yourself by doing those things which you like, and definitely someone is going to stop you. But don't bother about others, right? Respect everyone, but just listen your heart what you want to do. Life is only given to you by God once, so you will never get it again. Just nowadays, there is a, Punjabi movie song is going on, like एहो जिंदगी नी आनी वारी वारी उदास एमे होई na. Right, I don't know, some of you might not understand Punjabi because I'm a Punjabi, so that's why I'm reciting this particular line. It's a song sung by Sartaj, Stinder Sartaj, right? So he's saying that ye zindagi बार बार नहीं आनी है, so उदास नहीं होना है. Apart from, passing through certain hurdles, definitely you will get success, and please leave everything on the goat, and he is here to take care of all the things, right? Just do your good deeds and give your best to every woman. I
In
just
fact,
want to say that.
yesterday only, yeah, not yesterday, day before, कुछ ऐसा हुआ था, and I was speaking to my husband, and he said, यार ऐसा क्यों होता है? अभी यार मेरे को एग्जैक्ट टॉपिक याद नहीं, पर मुझे इतना पता है that I had playfully like jabbed him saying कि that is because you men are weak. He said, what do you mean men are weak?
Maybe.
मैंने कहा you men are very weak. You're used to being mollycoddled by your wife, then your mother, then your
Yeah.
daughters, and so you're emotionally, you may have physical strength. Yes,
Yes.
we
Yes.
women don't have physical strength, but but you people are emotionally and mentally very, very weak as compared to we women. That
Yes.
is why most of the time you will see we women outlive you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
अब ही वाज लाइक, नहीं मैं तो नखरे नहीं करता। मैंने कहा क्यों नहीं करते? करते हो। कभी हमको सुना है कि ये नहीं खाऊंगा, वो नहीं खाऊंगी, ऐसे नहीं खाना, वैसे नहीं खाना, इसमें नमक कम है, उसमें नमक ज्यादा है, या लाइक यू नो हम तो सभी कुछ खा लेते हैं। तो हम
Yes.
डस्टबिन थोड़ी है। पर तुम लोगों का नाटक रहता है, ऐसे नहीं खाना, वैसे नहीं खाना, आज ये नहीं खाना, आज वो नहीं खाना। पहले तुम्हारी माएँ तुम्हारे नखरे उठाती, फिर तुम्हारी बीवियाँ उठाती हैं, आगे जाके तुम्हारी बहुएँ उठाती हैं या बेटियाँ उठाती हैं। मैं कहा तुम आदमियों को तो नखरे ही उठाते रह जाते हैं हम लोग, इसलिए
Yeah.
हम लोग इतने पावरफुल है ना, दैट वी पीपल आर मेंटली एंड इमोशनली स्ट्रांग। सो ही वाज लाइक he
Exactly.
started sulking.
Every time, just we have to, listen
हाँ,
from this and
he
keep
started
out from this one.
and ऐसा तो नहीं होता है, ऐसा तो नहीं होता है। then he just walked away. He said he just understood कि और खड़ा रहूंगा। and मैं भी शुरू हो गई थी। my daughter also joined me in it। हम दोनों मिलके टांग खिंचाई कर रहे थे। and he was like, I'm not going to stand with you for 1 minute long. You are not going to let me sit in peace.
Yeah.
He's just
Nobody can win. Nobody can win us.
so
Exactly.
यही मैं कही थी, women today, you people are much, 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 much stronger than any of the men out there. Just don't look at your physical strength. Uh, it is the mental strength and the emotional strength that ultimately counts.
Yes.
कहते हैं ना, एक कहावत है, अकल बड़ी है भैंस। भैंस
Yes.
बड़ी होती है, भारी होती है, सबको दिखती है, पर अकल किसी
Yes.
को दिखती नहीं। सो नॉट ट्राइंग टू डिमीन एनीबडी, बट मेरे ये बोलने का मतलब है कि यू मे हैव फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ, बट जब
Mhm.
तक आपके पास मेंटल और इमोशनल नहीं है,
Mhm.
you are as weak as anybody else. And women, you do not have physical strength, but you're very mentally and emotionally strong. So make use of what you have and
Mhm.
don't cry for what you don't have, कि वो कभी नहीं होगा।
Exactly.
वो नहीं होगा तो जो है ना उसको अच्छे से इस्तेमाल करना सीखो, एंड you'll do good in your life.
Mhm.
Now, coming from here, last question. We are about to almost at the end of our interview. But before
Yes.
we leave, Kanupriya, I would like to ask you, Ki, you are also a trainer.
Yes.
You also train as IELTS,
Yeah.
IELTS। अब ये पूरा इसलिए बोल रही हूँ बिकॉज कई लोगों को समझ में नहीं आएगा अगर मैं फटाक से बोल जाऊँ। सो इट्स इंटरनेशनल इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज टेस्टिंग सिस्टम।
Yes.
सो यू आर
Exactly.
ऑल्सो अ ट्रेनर ओवर देयर। सो कुड
Mhm.
यू give some helpful tips over here for those because who would like, कहते हैं ना, those tongue tied people and those who want to improve themselves,
Yes.
कि
Yes. Exactly.
कैसे हम इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, बिकॉज इंग्लिश इज अ ग्लोबल लैंग्वेज,
Mhm.
एंड लड़ाइयाँ जो कहते हैं ना, अगर अंग्रेजी में करो ना तो बहुत भारी पड़ती है।
Yes.
बिकॉज ऑफिशियली इफ यू आर फाइटिंग यू कैनॉट यूज एनी अब्यूजेस, हिंदी अब्यूज नहीं चलेगा।
बिल्कुल.
So when you are fighting or arguing, or and you want to put weight in that fight, you
Mhm.
have to do it in English, तभी वजन पड़ेगा।
Yes.
और
Exactly.
मैं ये नहीं कह रही गला पकड़ के गुद्दी पकड़ के लड़ो, बट ड्राइव योर पॉइंट अक्रॉस सो दैट यू स्टे ऑन टॉप ऑफ द आर्गुमेंट। फॉर दैट
Mhm.
इंग्लिश, यस डेफिनेटली आप हिंदी में करोगे अनटिल अनलेस इट्स अ हिंदी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन या हिंदी टीचर्स का या
Mhm.
हिंदी संस्थान है वहां, दैट इज वो। बट इफ यू आर इन एमएनसी और कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड, वहाँ हिंदी नहीं चलेगा। आपको
Mhm.
इंग्लिश में ही उनको दबाव डालना पड़ेगा। सो what tricks as a trainer of English language would you tell them to work upon so that they can build their skills further?
Yes, sure. So, first of all, again, I would like to tell to everyone that I'm working as a trainer from last 4 years, and earlier I was also into teaching profession. So, overall, I'm into teaching profession from last 7 years, and till now I have gained so much experience and so new things. So, that I really want to share. And first of all, I would like to start with IELTS. IELTS is an international, language test which people used to give to go abroad, and some people attempted for, academic, and some people attempted for general. where they need to get certain bands to go through that particular process, and then they go to abroad for further studies or for PR purpose and all. Right, for that I'm giving coaching to all type of ages, yeah, starting from students who just pass their 12th standard, and then after that they come for coaching, and they do for academic, and some of them are for PR, right, general. So for that it's for general IELTS, right? So you have to score, if you want to score good band in your IELTS. For that you have to work on your speaking skills, your writing skills, your listening and reading. All these four modules are interrelated to each other. And on the other hand, if I talk about tips and tricks related to English language or being a good communicator or learning communication skills, so let me tell you honestly, it's not some people used to say कि ये मेरे लिए कोई आसान बात नहीं है, like we can say that it's not a piece of cake for me. Some people used to say, but let me tell you, it's a piece of cake for you once you adopt it, right? The thing is you have जैसे हमारे रोज के शेड्यूल में एक हैबिट है कि हमने खाना खाना है, नहाना है, घूमने जाना है. In the same way, if you want to be a good communicator, you have to polish yourself on daily basis by doing very small things, which as a trainer even I am doing at this point of time. Even I have experience, but I know that learning is a never ending process. And if you want to keep yourself updated, then you have to do certain things. You cannot stop yourself कि हाँ अब मैं teacher बन गई या मैं trainer बन गई, now no need to go further, or no need to do research on new things. So for that I want to give you tips. एक हैबिट बना लीजिए, चाहे आप बुक्स पढ़ें, चाहे आप न्यूज़पेपर रीड करें. अगर आप ये भी नहीं कर सकते, तो जस्ट सबको डूम स्क्रॉलिंग की हैबिट है. लाइक डूम स्क्रॉलिंग इज अ टर्म people used to do nowadays. Every time scrolling, they're using their thumb to scroll down Instagram or Facebook or something. So what habit I'm using, what habit I have is, अगर मैं कोई सोशल पोस्ट, सोशल मीडिया पर भी पोस्ट पढ़ रही हूँ, अगर वहां से भी मुझे कोई न्यू वर्ड, एक या दो भी वर्ड्स मिल जाते हैं, तो आई यूज टू राइट इट इन माई डायरी, राइट. एंड अगर मुझे उनका मीनिंग नहीं पता, तो आई यूज टू फाइंड इट, एंड वो मेरे लिए उस दिन का लेसन हो जाता है, राइट. अगर एक दिन में हम 2 वर्ड भी सीख रहे हैं और 10 दिन में आपने 20 वर्ड सीख लिए, या जितने भी वर्ड सीख लिए, तो इट्स ह्यूज अचीवमेंट फॉर मी. On the other hand, if you're not at all doing something, right? So for those who really want to become a good speaker, or at least they want to learn speaking English skills, so ये जो बेसिक बेसिक चीजें हैं उनको करनी पड़ेंगी. और स्टूडेंट जब मुझसे पूछते हैं कि मैम ये आपको कैसे याद रहता है, वो वो आपको तभी पता चलेगा जब आप उनको यूज करोगे अपनी डेली लाइफ में. जैसे हमारे कुछ बेसिक वर्ड्स होते हैं जो हम सबको पता होता है मोस्टली, तो हमें ये डिसाइड करना है कि बेसिक तो मुझे भूल ही जाना है, मुझे बेसिक ना यूज करके उसकी जगह पे उसके सिनोनिम्स और एंटोनिम्स. अगर आप थोड़ा एडवांस वे में जाना चाहते हैं, तो यू हैव टू टॉक इन फ्रेजेस और इडियम्स वाली लैंग्वेज, यू हैव टू पुट इट. जैसे कोई बोले कि मैं रात भर जाग के पढ़ रही हूँ, मैं बहुत कड़ी मेहनत कर रही हूँ, तो फॉर दैट यू कैन यूज आई एम बर्निंग मिडनाइट ऑयल, राइट. I'm burning both the ends of the candle. So these are some idioms or phrases that you can use to make yourself presentable. And honestly, let me tell you, अगर आप किसी से 10 या 15 मिनट की टॉक करते हैं या बातचीत करते हैं, उसमें अगर आपने 2 भी वर्ड ऐसे यूज कर लिए जो उसको नहीं पता होगा, then definitely you are going to leave a very remarkable impression on that person, and he will definitely wonder. अगर पूछेगा, या तो वो आपसे पूछेगा कि इनका मतलब क्या होता है, if he is comfortable with you. अदरवाइज वो घर पे जाके उसको सर्च जरूर करेगा कि क्या मतलब था, उसने कुछ नया बोला था. तो बस that's an achievement for you, right? So that you can do to make yourself presentable in front of others.
थैंक यू सो मच कनुप्रिया. आई थिंक दीज आर वेरी हेल्पफुल टिप्स. अगर कोई बच्चा ध्यान से, ये एडल्ट भी ध्यान से सुन रहा है, सो लाइक इट्स वेरी इजी नाउ टू अपग्रेड योर वोकैबुलरी. And
Yes.
before we close the show, I would congratulate you again for your
Thank
being the Karamveera. And thank
thank
you
you.
so much, because I know you have another appointment, so you have to rush. I just
Yes.
wish I could talk more to you on this topic. It's a never ending topic, but then you have another appointment
Yes.
where you have to be.
Yes.
So, keeping that time schedule in mind, I'll Thank you over here. And really, I'm very happy that you could make your time today for
Thank you
this
so much, ma'am.
interview.
Again, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I respect you, ma'am. So I have learned a lot of things from you, and I hope I'll be, interacting more and more with you, and will be, stay
Definitely.
connected further. And thank you again for giving me this opportunity, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Yes.
listen. Okay, bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
So that was Kanupriya for you, with you. And now you must all understand that speaking is a communication, is a learnable skill. Communication is a learnable skill. अच्छे से communicate करना और बात करना बहुत आसान है और आप इसको सीख सकते हैं. I am sitting in front of you, but today I have got no qualms. मेरे को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है आपको ये बताने के लिए. जब मैं स्कूल में थी, मैंने बहुत बार बोला मेरे इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे, पर मैं आज फिर से बता रही हूँ कि जब मैं स्कूल में थी, मेरे फादर हमेशा मुझे कहते थे, यार तुम कब इंग्लिश बोलोगी? तुम तो कभी इंग्लिश में बोलती ही नहीं हो. तुम जब देखो हिंदी में बोलती हो. दुनिया इंग्लिश बोलती. When will you ever learn? Well, when you learn. Okay, and I just thought to myself, जब करना होगा तब करूंगी, but I did it, right? And second thing जो था, it is not connected to your marks. Please, for God's sake, अपनी performances को as you grow old, marks के साथ मत relate करिए, because इतना याद रखिए, जो आप बच्चे थे तब जो मार्क्स आते थे और अब जो आप हैं उसमें जमीन आसमान का फर्क है. योर रिसेप्शन क्वालिटी उस टाइम पे जो थी एज अ किड वाज मच लेस, एंड नाउ दैट यू आर ओल्डर इट इज मच मोर. तो बचपन जो है ना, उसको, उसके जो लूज एंड्स है उसको आप छोड़ दीजिए एंड मूव फॉरवर्ड इन लाइफ. इट इज वेरी इजी टू लर्न टू कम्युनिकेट. चाहे आप इंग्लिश में करिए, चाहे आप हिंदी में करिए, चाहे आप अपने मातृभाषा में करिए, किसी में भी करिए. इट्स अ लर्नेबल आर्ट, एंड each one of us should learn that because it makes life easy. You are able to communicate better. Thus, good job interviews, good position in your um, offices, wherever you are. You'll be the center of attraction because आप अच्छे से कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं. आप स्टेज पे आ सकते हैं. यू कैन बी द होस्ट ऑफ फंक्शंस. यू कैन बी इफ यू आर अ गुड कम्युनिकेटर, आप बहुत सारी घरों में होने वाली छुटपुट छुटपुट लड़ाइयों को काइंड ऑफ बड़े पॉजिटिव तरीके से घुमा के उसको सॉर्ट आउट कर सकते हैं. देयर सो मेनी थिंग्स कि मैं बोलती थक जाऊंगी, बट गुड कम्युनिकेशन इज ऑलवेज एन एसेट इन अ नटशेल. सो ट्राई टू कम्युनिकेट बेटर. जो इन्होंने आज टिप्स बताई है उसको यूज करिए. एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू लेट अस नो हाउ यू लाइक today's session, and to join in with us tomorrow for a new session with a new RSVK awardee. Till then, thank you and bye bye.